I understand that this morning that you have indicated that you believe, as per the Scottish legislation, 16-year-olds are old enough to decide to legally change their gender. Now, this is hugely significant for you as Education Secretary because your Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, is actually going to block that. You at odds with the Prime Minister on this?
Not at all, and that's not what I said. What I said is we will be publishing guidance and having quite a long consultation because it's a very tricky subject and we want to make sure that we support children in the right way at the right time and teach them in an age-appropriate way. And she asked me, I think one of the previous, it was Kay actually, whether I thought people could make their decisions at 16. I said, look, at 16 I was working, I was paying tax, but all 16-year-olds are different. Obviously, everybody has a different view. It's really, really important that we take into account parents' views, teachers' views, children's views, and other stakeholders' views as well, because it is quite tricky. But what I said was, for me, myself, I felt able to take decisions for myself at 16. But of course, I was, I'd grown up quite quickly and I was actually working full-time at 16. So no, I have not got a difference of opinion.
Okay.
My opinion, actually, I don't have a strong opinion. My strong opinion is that we need to treat this very carefully, very sensitively, supporting children all the way along, age appropriate all the way along.
Okay, so
making sure that we do consult widely, because there'll be lots of people with lots of opinions.
So let me clarify, because I have the transcript here from when you were talking to Kay Burley on Sky. Pressed on her personal view, the minister was asked if 16 was too young. And your answer, no, I don't actually. I was working at 16, I was paying tax at 16, I was making decisions for myself at 16. Are you retracting that?
No, I'm just saying that's me at 16, but not every 16-year-old is the same as I was at 16. I think, obviously,
so
many
you
more
would have been
of us left
capable
school.
of making that decision?
I think at 16 I was, fully working, and I was, I was making a lot of decisions at 16. I was even making decisions on behalf of my business at 16. So I think it's...
So you would have been capable. You'd agree then with the principle of the legislation. You would have been capable to make that decision.
It's a really tricky issue. Every 16-year-old is different. I did grow up a lot faster in Liverpool than many other 16-year-olds perhaps do today. 16-year-old, it's a very difficult age. We need to support children. But what she asked me is whether I was capable of making decisions at 16, and of course I was, because I was working full time. I was doing, I was reasonably grown up at that for a 16-year-old, but. That's not every 16-year-old. What we need to do is publish the guidance and consult very widely, because we have to get it right.